Let me do escape. Okay, so now here we are. We are going to Bangladesh. So for starters, this is Expanding Boundaries International. And if you have not been following us on social media, please try and do so. And on our website, Expanding Boundaries, that all we working behind the scenes to make it much more user friendly. But in there, you will find a lot of resources on scholarships, internships, and study abroad information that you it might intrigue you to start for. Like if you are looking to start your study abroad journey, I would say start from there, and it will direct you to different places that will help you with your study abroad, volunteer, or internship opportunities out there. So today we will start off, and I want to say I know we've been talking about our virtual field trip. The virtual field trip was it was not the initial program, which is the City Explorer, was to take students to Washington D.C. for to visit embassies in D.C. But due to COVID-19, we could not proceed with that idea. So or that program. So the countries that we had initially picked for the virtual field trip in DC, we had to use those same countries for our students. So today, this is the final one. We've been to Bahrain, we've been to Ghana, we've been to China, we've been to Pakistan, we've been to Ethiopia, and our final one is Bangladesh. So we want to start off by thanking our sponsors and our partners. These people were the main people that have been pushing our City Explorers program. And last year and this year, last year was the initial, the initial start of the City Explorer, and these organizations and groups came together to push us financially, in resource, and even coming with us to the DC to chaperone and all those stuff. And this year they had already signed up to come, and because of COVID-19, we couldn't go in person. But nevertheless, they are still behind the scenes supporting us. So I will start off by thanking Adam Eye Technology for its tremendous support for us. Adam Eye Technology is like a proud partner, sponsor of Expanding Boundaries financially in everything. Last year when we were going to DC, Adam Eye Technology, like financially, was there, and also with us, with the students, also in DC, buying them food and everything that we could possibly think of. So we thank Adam Eye Technology. Dames Tea and Apparel was also with us last year, providing T-shirts and they started a student wall to the DC trip. He was a provider for that. Mission and Movement, another financial sponsor and partner for Expanding Boundaries, was also with us. Mission and Movement, the founder, was also with us in DC for our DC trip. Xenotech is our proud partner and sponsor also with our analytics. So for us to learn about what is going on behind the scenes on our website and social media, Xenotech, as a pro bono service, help Expanding Boundaries to understand our data. So they are the numbers guys. And we have 3MB Consulting, financial consultant that helps out with our finances, our taxes and everything. For Imprint, we got a grant from them for our DC trip this year. And even though we are not able to use the stuff that they provided for us, we cannot ignore that they are a proud partner and also a supportive for our City Explorer student. KB Connect, a proud partner and sponsor. VPI Firm, another proud partner and sponsor. Afrik Today help us to reach people that are their listeners online. Ryan Institute, a partner for the virtual field trip. Ryan Institute, Mrs. Ryan is helping us with converting the virtual field trip into a curriculum so that students can really watch the videos and stuff and then take quizzes and tests out of that. So they actually have another program coming up, I think somewhere in June, July for the summer. So when we are done, if Dr. Ryan or Mrs. Ryan is there, they can share more about that program. And then we have Full Blast Team, our partner for the summer exchange camp. And then we have Rebecca RH Horan, our consultant that helps us with our branding, and the Omega Lock and Key, also a financial, I would say, partner, monetary funding for us in pushing the mission of expanding boundaries. So I want to thank everybody for all that you guys have been doing. And since it's the last day of our virtual field trip, we have learned a lot and we will need your feedback as we finish this. So today is very special. We want to thank Mr. Rajan for joining us and helping us to talk about Bangladesh because he's from Bangladesh. So we will start off with, so here we are from Baltimore, where Expanding Boundaries is located, all the way to Bangladesh. So before anything, I will just let Mr. Rajan to introduce himself and to give us a little bit background of the history of Bangladesh, and then I will interject when it's needed. I'm not from there, so he might know more about it. So, Mr. Rajan, back to you.
Hi everyone, my name is Rizan and I moved to this country in 2001 with my family. So I've been here since then, but I do travel to Bangladesh, like try to go there once in every year. So the history of Bangladesh, so just let me give you the location of Bangladesh is located in South Asia, right next to India and Myanmar, and is pretty much like three sides of Bangladesh is India and one side is Bay of Bengal. And so Bangladesh is a very small country. Like as you can see, like Bangladesh is almost same size as state of Maryland, but the population wise, Bangladesh has almost 170 million population, very crowded. And for the history wise, Bangladesh used to be ruled by Mughal Empire. So Mughal is used to be India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal used to be one zone and used to be ruled by Mughal. Then in around like 1740s, it was taken by British and it was ruled by British for 200 plus year. And since then, like 1948, British left the country and they divided the Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, and that time Bangladesh used to be part of Pakistan. So Pakistan, now Pakistan is to known as West Pakistan, and Bangladesh used to be known as East Pakistan. So in 1971, we had a war of 1971 with Pakistan, and then we got independent. So like December 16 is our victory day. That's the day the country got independent and known as Bangladesh. So before 1971, we used to be known as East Pakistan. So that's the history of Bangladesh, pretty much in like if you want to sum it up.
Thank you so much. So, for everyone that heard him, so basically, from what I learned from my little research, 4,000 years of amazing history and culture when it comes to Bangladesh. And the first inhabitant that they could possibly think about is 100,000 BC. So in the 15th century, like he said, traders arrive in Bangladesh, which is Portuguese, the Armenians, French, and the British. Trading was great. People were just trading back and forth with all the spices and all that they could possibly think of. And in 1757 to 1947, the British Empire took over Bangladesh. It was not just only Bangladesh, it was India, Pakistan, and then Bangladesh all together, and other countries in that region. And out of that, they left. When they left, it was a war that made them leave, or retaliation. And when they were leaving, they now carved, just like they carved Africa. Okay, just like they carved Africa, the same thing they did to that region also. Now they have to retaliate because people wanted their freedom or their independence by um, putting Bangladesh, making Bangladesh part of Pakistan. So they changed, and the name was Pakistan, East Pakistan and West Pakistan, and then India was in the middle. When I was looking at the map, and I'm thinking, I'm like, how could you even think about doing something like this? But hey, colonialism, it happened. And in 1971, so Pakistan, East Pakistan, West Pakistan, the Pakistanis, who are the as the West, Mr. Rajam, they were the one, the upper class ruling the West Pakistanis. So they had to fight for their freedom or their independence. And out of that, a lot of people died. A lot of people died. But we will talk about that in another slide. In 1971, they finally gained their independence and become as a East Pakistani. So the Bangladesh people were the East Pakistani people. And then in March 26th, is like their final Independence Day in that they declared they were declared a sovereign state, and they got access to be part of a United Nations member state. So that is just a brief description of the history from 100 BC. There is a lot of things that happen, but like I always say, it's not a history. It's more of modern day exploration for you for you. So this is just a background of what Bangladesh has been through and how they. So Bangladesh, India, and Pakistan are all brothers and sisters, and based on colonization and stuff, they've been carved out, and now it's different. It's three different countries that are connected with each other. So that's that. And we will go to our next slide, present day Bangladesh. So present day Bangladesh, we want to ask Mr. Rajan. Mr. Rajan, so when anybody goes to Bangladesh right now, what are they bound to experience?
First of all, if anybody goes to Bangladesh now, the experience they are going to have is traffic is really bad because it's overpopulated. So especially in the capital, the Dhaka, are like the main cities. You have to struggle with the traffic. So people rather like to walk than taking like a taxi or something. Other than that, peoples are very nice, so there will be no issue with the people or the places or the food. Food a little bit spicy, like we are from the southeast region, so obviously we like spicy food. And then other than that, like the climate is like different. Like I think Bangladesh is like one of the country in the world has a six season. Like very few country in the world has it, and so especially like during the summer it's a little bit warmer, but in the winter or like spring is very nice weather. I mean like winter over there is almost like spring right here, it's not that cold.
Thank you. So when he was saying that Bangladesh is not a big country, so here we are. Here is United States and here is Bangladesh. So you can tell from the size. I think this is the size of like a New Mexico. That's how you want to compare it to. So that's it. And that is the map. So Bangladesh have is divided into 7 divisions and 64 districts. And the capital is Dhaka, if I'm saying it right, because that's the capital. And so climate in Bangladesh, the reason why we have the climate for our presentation right now is the fact that it is one of the, he said, they have all the seasons in Bangladesh, but they go through a lot of natural disasters around the monsoon season, which is like June to October. So it all depends when you check on the weather forecast and stuff. If around June to October is the right time for you to go, but I would say October, March, and March to June will be your ideal time, but I will let Mr. Rajan also interject on that. When is the best time to travel to Bangladesh?
So one side of Bangladesh is mountain. So if you want to go between June to October, that time you will see the best view of the mountains and rivers. Because Bangladesh is a small country, but it has 90 plus rivers. So if you want to really enjoy the mountain and like the view from the riverside, that's the best time to go. But if you want to go to the Bangladesh has the world longest sea beach, the Cox Bazar. So if you want to go there, then it's better to go during the winter, like in month of December or January. So it is usually open. There is an island called San Martin.
Yes, I have that on the slide. We will talk about that. I'll let you share more on that place, why they have to go there.
Sure.
So this is that. So just to let you know the best time for you to go, just try and check on the weather forecast so that you don't go the time that it's too much rain and too much flood and stuff. But other than that, it's a very beautiful country that I will encourage everybody to explore. So the type of government that Bangladesh have is called a parliamentary republic. And does anybody remember any country that we talked about that had also parliamentary republic? Okay, so It's fine. So, parliamentary republic is a republic that operates under a parliamentary system of government where the executive branch, which is the government, derives its legitimacy from it or from and is accountable to the legislature or the parliament. There is a number of so I don't want to really go through. So basically, it's the way they have the prime minister, and then they'll have the president or the constitutional monarch, like British and Pakistan and the Bahrain. This is the same thing as in Bangladesh, that they have the same kind of type of government. So just to break it down for the parliamentary, the two forms of democratic government. So United States is a presidential republic, whereby Bangladesh, Bahrain, United Kingdom have the parliamentary republic. So the head of state or the chief executives are two separate offices. They have the president and the monarch or the prime minister. So, and then when we come to the US, we already know we have the president and then the Congress and all those stuff. So if you want to know the difference between the parliamentary and the presidential, is that the presidential will have one president, and then they have the executive or the head of state. But then when it comes to the parliamentary one, they have two. One is more of like a ceremonial, and then one is the head of state. And I hope that makes sense. The prime minister is not elected, but normally is chosen. But I hope anybody have any question on that? Okay, so that's that. And then, so Bangladesh overview: life expectancy 72 for male, 76 for women. The capital, we already say Dakar, and Dakar is the largest city. The nationality, we say when you meet somebody from here, okay, if you're from Baltimore, say I'm a Baltimorean, or I'm an American, or I'm a Ghanaian, I'm a Bahrainian. So nationality is Bangladeshi. And now maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong, so later I'll let Mr. Rajan give us the way we have to say it right. Religion is 89% Muslim or Islam, which is like the biggest religion in the country. And then they have Hindu. And from history tells us that Hinduism was somehow the first religion over there. But out of trading and all those stuff, now Muslim, they like the Islamic religion now that it have taken hold, or the biggest religion in Bangladesh. And then they have Buddhists and then Christianity over there. Currency is Dakar, which is at $1 is equivalent to $84 or $85 Dakar. So that's that. And the reason why I would say this is a good destination place for you to go is that you can get more for your dollar. Okay. And population 162,000 million since July, and the eighth largest country. Even though you saw the size, is the eighth largest country when it comes to population. Languages is Bangla, which is the official language, as in Bengali, and then they have other languages. But I can assure you that they speak English over there. So don't be shy, don't be afraid, because you think, oh, that's the only language that they speak. Agriculture, most of our students who ask like what type of stuff grows over there: rice, jute, the jute they use to make rope, tea, wheat, sugarcane, potatoes, tobacco, and all those stuff, oil seed, spices. Last week Ethiopia had oil seed. So just see how things are a little bit across the globe. Industry, things that help with their finances and stuff, is jute, cotton, garment, paper, leather, fertilizer, and all those stuff. And amazingly, rice is one of their best commodity because the land is fertile. When all the review I did, they were like, Bangladesh, when it comes to land, they have land to plant almost anything because of the way the country is located, where the country is located. So that's that. Next slide. Dakar. We already talked about Dakar as the capital. So here is just a little bit images from the Google Earth, just to give you all these places. We will be talking about them in our presentation. So that's that for the car. And let's do a little bit the reason why I love to travel and I encourage people to travel is the fact that I always say that images does not do justice for a place, okay? Because it's either the media is saying something negative or are trying to say something that you might not even agree. It's like seeing is believing, and that's why it's like we see the image of the car over here, where it's the other slide. Look how beautiful it is, and you want to really dive deeper and to learn for yourself what really is the fabric of the place. So we are gonna go to we're gonna do a 3D to just see it, get a street view of the car right now. So let's do it. Wait, okay, over here, just put a person or the guy anywhere, just to give you that street experience that if you go to the car right now, what are you going to see? So, and that's the thing with Google Earth, you can never see expect. So yeah, this is the street, just every day you see the buses, the trains, and not the trains, the taxis and stuff. So it gives you, if you're asking for, they have road. I know when I came to the United States and people think, oh, Africa, there's a bridge and you can have a clear view of everything that is going on, bridge to cross. So that's it. So we're gonna go to another slide. So from the car, so you are from United States to Bangladesh. Your first destination is the Hazrat Shahala International Airport. I will let me know. Yeah.
It's Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport.
Thank you. So that is your first destination from when you get from America, from whether BWI, New York, whatever it is. Your first destination in Bangladesh will be this airport. So this is just a regular sitting lounge that, like everywhere else, is like just like a regular lounge here in BWI. So you can tell internationalize everything ready for you. So here we're gonna watch a little video of so that's the terminals and stuff. Yes. And giving you that. So that's that. And you wanna do another three person for you to explore they have the sky lounge, they have a prayer room and all those stuff. So we're gonna do another over here. Let's pick what can we pick anywhere here? Let's try. Oh, see? So it's like I said, it's just like everyday airport, international airport. The carts are ready for you to roll your stuff, check in and stuff. So this will be your first destination. And here you can make business, you can connect with people who are locals that are traveling from somewhere to come home and stuff. So the airport is your first destination. And then from the airport, you might be asking yourself, how am I going to get around if I get to Bangladesh? So here we will let Mr. Rajan talk about transportation whilst we watching this video, okay? So I'm going to mute this stuff. Mr. Rajan, can you chat with us transportation?
So once you arrive in Bangladesh, you can take a taxi and go around. Nowadays they have Uber, they have another app called Patav that you can always choose the app from your phone and get someone to come to your front door. You don't have to go anywhere. Can you guys hear me? I'm sorry, just to be sure.
Yeah, we can hear you. Thank you.
So and also like we have something called tuk tuk. It's like a trike. That's like the easiest way to go around the city because it's smaller. You know, the car is sometimes bigger, doesn't go through all the cities. But usually like nowadays, like like most of the people in Bangladesh can communicate with you in English, so you should not have any problem with transportation, and they can direct you. And mostly like from the airport you can take a taxi and you can mention to the taxi driver like if you want to go to the hotel or where you want to go, and they'll take you there. And also there are a lot of travel agency, if you before you wants to go and you contact them, they'll show you around too.
Thank you. Yeah, so from everything they said, Uber is your best option, or the regular small the bike or the motorcycles and stuff. So just to give you guys, this guy did a transportation in it was funny, but I want you guys to watch it just to brace yourself. Okay, no. So driving in Bangladesh. He said he tried to get people to stop the car, but no, they wouldn't even stop. They kept moving. Just imagine. And the beauty about this, he was the only one freaked out. Everybody was calm, sleeping. We can tell from the behind. He was the only, because he's a foreigner. He was the people are used to this lifestyle over there. Like I always say that if the locals have survived and they've been surviving, I guarantee you he's not gonna kill you. That's what I keep telling you. If people have been enjoying and just living their life, you are not, just embrace it, be open minded, and explore the city. So that's what he was, just the only one. But everybody, people are sleeping. You can tell from here, people are sleeping. So that's that, and so that's for transportation. So let's go back. So this how to get around. They have the train, they have the local plane, like local planes or airport for you, and then they have the small it's like a what is it called, Mr. Rajon? The thing that with the bike, the small stuff. There.
It's called tuk tuk, or like basically people over there known by tuk tuk. So it's
Okay,
like a bike, like a three wheelers.
okay. So
Some people also call rishka.
okay. Oh yeah, Rich, yeah. So if you that's the thing. If you want to go quicker, you want to use that, but that one is mostly limited to how far you can go. So they will say Uber is your best option. So that's that. And next, their traditional dance, just for you to know a little bit about it, right? Dance and everything, so we can go to the destinations or different places that you can visit, and that will even help you to see the outfit, what they normally wear once you go there. So what kind of dance is this, Mr. Rajan?
This is like a local dance with the folk music. So like if you look at it, like those dance, like the people on the front, they're wearing called Punjabi, the cloth,
Uh-huh.
and the people on the back they are wearing lungi.
Uh-huh.
So those are like a local dress, like a traditional Bangladeshi dress, like.
Oh, thank you. So that's that for their dance, but we will show you another one for their traditional dance. And out of here, you can tell their women how the women dress for traditionally.
Those dress called sari.
Shai, okay.
চলো বাংলাদেশ চলো বিশ্ব উত্থানে চলো বাংলাদেশ চলো বিজয়ের গানে চলো বাংলাদেশ চলো বিশ্ব উত্থানে চলো বাংলাদেশ.
So that's it.
So just to add on this, you see like the woman is wearing red and green.
Uh-huh.
So that's the symbol of our flag.
Okay.
So our flag is green rectangular with red circle on the middle. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why you will see like most of the people wearing red and green. So green mean is a Greenland, and red is dedicated to the people who died in War of 1971.
Okay. Thank you so much. So that's that for us. Now you know your transportation. You are at the airport, you got your transportation together. Then you're asking yourself, where can I go to explore, to get to know more about Bangladesh? So here We're gonna start with La Baha, right? Fort. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, we will let Mr. Rajan interject.
So it's called Lalbagh
Now,
Kella.
okay,
Basically, it means red fort, red color. That's why it's a red fort.
okay, Red Fort. Okay, that's the meaning of it. Okay, thank you. So another site for you to visit to learn about the history, the culture of Bangladesh. This was opened in 1678, so that tells you how long it's been open, it's been active. So that's that. We will do a street view of this fort. Let's just put it somewhere here and see what we'll get. So just like the image, this is how it looks modern day right now. It might even be better since Google Earth is always updating. People are always updating stuff. So just to have a round walk is yeah. So this is how it looks, and you get to. So do you know any history about this fort, Mr. Rajan?
Uh, I don't know that much, but I know that the Lal Kella and close to Lal Kella there is another one is called Arsan Manjil. So both of those places used to be the living area for the Nawab of Bangladesh. They used to live there. So the Lal Kella and Arsan Manjil both are close to the Buriganga River. If you look into it,
Mm-hmm.
and because of that, because back in old days they used to do the transportation through the river.
Yes.
That's why they are close to that. So those two bungalows are below, used to be the living place for the Nawab. That's mean king, Bengali king.
Thank you. Thank you. So what he said, these places are all next to the river. You can see the river here. Let me zoom in over here. Okay. Well, let me go to the next slide so you see the river. You see the river right here. So they were close to it, and that's how all these places they are all historical sites. And this place was an official residential palace for leaders around that time. And let's dive deep. So this was also found in 1872 that they started opening to the public, and look how beautiful it is. And you get to learn how people used to live around that time, how life was for them. And that's the port over there. So they could just easily access trading time and everything. They could easily access the palace. And that's their flag right here. So just to give you, this is a mass destination place for you to go and to visit. So that's that. Next destination is since he's here, I'm not trying to butcher the name, so I'll let him pronounce it. That Dakeshwari Mandir is. Can you help?
It's called Dhaka Shri Mandir.
Okay, Mandir. Okay, so that one's another great destination for you to visit when you are in Bangladesh, and even have a temple over there.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a temple, so a great site for you to go. Yeah. Next destination, places that you can visit. Should you go to Bangladesh? The National Martyr Monuments. And remember, we were talking about the number of people that died um, for the freedom and for the independence of Bangladesh. So we will let Mr. Rajan share a little bit of background about this monument for us.
So this monument in Bangladesh, we call it Smriti Shodh in Bangla. So there are like a 7 layer. If you look at the monument, Seven layer is for like a seven different captain died in War of 1971. So in that shape, if you look at, there were like a seven layer. If you count it, that's why those seven layer is there for the seven captain who lead the war and die in 1971.
Wow.
So anytime there is like a victory day or Independence Day, we goes there to show the respect to those people who died on the war.
Okay. Thank you so much. So yeah, for East Pakistan to get independence, the West didn't want to allow that. So it was a brutal casualty. A lot of people died out of this. And like you said, to give respect for the people who give their life, this is the place that you want to visit to learn more about the history, political stuff that occurred. And this is how it looks modern day, beautifully set up. Let's go back a little bit so we can see it from afar. Okay, let's go back. We are going back. So a great place for you to visit when you go to Bangladesh. So another destination, Dakar New Market. I can remember I always tell you guys the marketplace is the place for you to go. If you want to learn about the people, what they are about, what it's like trading, communication, who is even selling what. Is it both men and women? What is the population? Is it more women, less guys and stuff? So this market is in the capital of Bangladesh. And this lady who went over there will give us a little bit glimpse about the place. And this is where if you want to get anything, souvenirs, silk, anything you could possibly think of, this is the place. And you can see him walking there. And I would say, can you bargain a lot over there in this market, Mr.
Yes, so this is the one thing in Bangladesh. Anything you want to buy, you need to bargain. So the trick is whatever they ask for it, just put one third of the price.
Wow. So there you have it. You have to be ready to bargain. And there are people who are out there to hustle you for your money. So you got to be also be smart to ready to bargain and get what you're looking for. But it is the place. And it reminds me of another market in China, just like that. Everything is in there for you to buy. So that is for you, the car new market for you.
Yeah, it's like a shopping heaven for women, pretty much. This Dhaka New Market.
What did you say, please?
Dhaka New Market is like a shopping heaven for women.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you gotta go there to explore.
Yeah.
Everything you could possibly get, you could possibly think of getting, it's over there. So it should be one of your top destination place if you should go to Bangladesh. Okay. So that's that for you. And our next destination, Liberation War Museum. And this is a museum that you will learn about what it took for the Bangladeshi people to get their independence. So when you go there, it reminds me of the African American Museum. The way the stairs is like, it's like you are walking history, right? You are walking through history all over here, climbing up to learn about what it took for the people to gain independence, right? Who have been to the African American Museum before? Isn't this a similar thing? Okay, Tony, you were there. They had a room for they have a room over there that you it's like you reflect on his and life and everything, and it is something similar over there. It is just beautiful, just looking at it. So that's that for you. The Liberation War Museum, a must visit place for you, and Benga Banhu Memorial Museum also.
That's Bangabandhu Memorial Museum. This is where our first president was killed. That's why they made a memorial because of him.
Yeah. So what I learned from this, he was the pioneer in fighting for East Pakistan freedom and independence and stuff. But unfortunately, after everything, there was a coup, and where his family and everybody were living, they killed him and his family over there. But nevertheless, as sad as it is, the Bangladeshi people have still chosen to honor him and to also honor his contribution to their independence. So when you go there, Bangladesh is a place of many rivers. So beach life is not, it's like you enjoy beach. So the next place is this is a bridge, Diamond
It's called
Lake,
Dhanmondi Lake.
Diamond Lake, and it's a good afternoon. You can visit there for lunch, for excursion, for anything you could possibly think of. Connect with the locals. I always say if you want to connect with the locals, find places that you can meet the locals. So this is the place. We have local restaurants and everything around for you to enjoy the scenery and stuff. Next destination for you, Taj Heart Palace. Did I say it right?
Sorry, I
Taj Heart Palace. That's the next destination.
if I see the name, I would have said right away.
Okay, hold on. Let's go back. This one.
Oh, Taj Hat Palace.
Okay, so I was a little bit close. Yeah.
Taj Hat Palace.
So that's another great destination for you to visit. The name should tell you it was a palace, and they really took their time in building this. Next destination. Let's see if you can do a 3D for you to see how it looks like right now. Let's just send somewhere here. This how it looks like. Just like go and showed us and be ready to climb some stairs. So that's that. Next destination is the Jagannath Temple for you to visit. So if you are looking to go and learn more about, it's a Hindu temple. So if you are looking to learn more about Hindu and their contribution, this is a picnic area. It's a picnic spot that you can just go and enjoy, eat afternoon place. It's next to a river, so it's really nice, serene place to just sit and relax and meet locals and stuff. Another destination, Sonarong Gora Mosque. It's a Hindu temple.
Yeah, Shonarga, Math is like a Hindu temple. Yes, there are a lot of like old temple like built in like 17th, 16th centuries that is still there in Bangladesh.
Beautiful, and this is, they say, archaeological site. So you can, and most of these places are already UN historical sites for you. So you can tell that they have really held time. They have really held it, a test of time on how it was built and everything. So that's another destination. Next destination is Madbakunda Waterfall and Eco Park. Remember, I always tell you guys, a country, and when you want to know about a country, it's about their history and then their present. Okay, so we've done all the historical sites for you. There is more, but this is, so somebody has a question. How long does it take to get to Dakar, Mr. Rajon? From here, when you are going, how long is the flight?
So from Washington DC, like from DC to Bangladesh, it will take you like 18 hours to get to Dhaka.
Wow, 18 hours. So guys, now you know. So
So approximately you're going to fly from here to somewhere in Middle East and Middle East to Bangladesh. So you're going to have a layover somewhere in Middle East for like an hour or two. So
okay.
including the layover, you will be like approximately 20 hours.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So that's that. So this is a waterfall for you to visit. There are so many waterfalls in Bangladesh. Like you are not gonna get bored. You got to go. This is just a view from Google Earth. There are so many waterfalls. So many. Let's get close for you. And this is how it looks. You have to go and visit. There are so many waterfalls for you to enjoy whilst you are in Bangladesh. And next destination, that Jodipa waterfall.
Jadipai waterfall.
Yeah, so that's that one too. Like I was telling you, because of the location of this country, when it comes to water is like easy commodity for you to enjoy in the region. And you gotta, like I was like, most countries have one or two or three waterfalls. Like Bangladesh have a lot of waterfalls. The Buddha JD, that too JD. So this is the Buddha temple for you to explore. And that, look at how beautiful it is. This is a Buddha temple opened in 1995 to the public. And now I share with you the new market, Dakar new market. And you might say, you know what, I don't feel like I want to be dealing with that. There is another mall, a shopping mall for you to enjoy, to explore. When I saw this mall, I was like, wow, it is huge. Just look at it. Let me, uh, yes. Look at this mall, guys. Like, can you imagine how many floors? How many floors is this mall, Mr. Rajan?
I 16th floor.
60 floors. What else? I'm like, whoa. Because here in the US, the highest mall I've been to, I've like what, 2 or 4 floors, and that's it. I mean, this is like crazy. So everything you could possibly think, oh, this mall would deliver. Okay. So it's a must destination place for you when you go to Bangladesh. Let's exit the post. That's that for you. So that's the small in for you. And then the next destination. Now we are done with our destination. So now we're talking about food. Like you've been traveling, you've been exploring all these places, and you're asking yourself, what kind of food can I eat? Me personally, I always love street food because it's easy and it's cheap. So we want to share with you a little bit of street food in Bangladesh, and you can tell anywhere you could possibly pass, there is somebody selling something. So you are not gonna go hungry unless you want to go have it. We will talk about a sit down meal and stuff. But if you want to run, this is like you. There is there is food for you to eat anywhere. So look at it, food everywhere, street food everywhere for you to enjoy. And I always love street food. I don't know about you guys, but I it's easy, it's simple. I would just stand in line and get my food and I just roll it. So this is a street food vendor over here, and look at how he's serving it. And it's mostly men I have seen that do this stuff. Can you share with us why that, Mr. Rajan?
Uh, that most of the like chefs are men's. Maybe that's why I don't know. But like usually on the street is mostly men. A lot of time the I think the women's does make the food, and like like due to the part of the country, like most of the people are like Muslim, or like women doesn't come out outside as a vendor that much. That could be the reason, like men's are
Okay.
selling.
Okay. But it tells you, it just really tell you where the men also stand in society. when it comes to marketing and all those stuff. That they are, I guess, the hustlers. So the women push them to go and do the sales and stuff.
And
So
it is changing. Like honestly, I saw a lot difference in like last 20 plus years. Like like used to be like more man dominated. Now you see men and women both are equal.
okay,
So like yeah, like the most of the food seller or like a shopping seller used to be man. Now there is it is changing. So pretty much like now women are also at like the same equality as a man right now. You will see.
yeah. Thank you. So that's that for street food. If you are not into street food and you're asking what other food they have in Bangladesh, you can have a traditional meal or you can have the cold stone ice cream. So they have cold stone. We always share with you guys some of the American stuff that you enjoy back here in the US. When you should you travel, will you have those kind of stuff over there if you get homesick? So they have the cold stone creamy for you over there to enjoy. So that's that. And then they have the Pit Grill, another steakhouse. If you are into steak and stuff, just look at it. They got the fries, everything. So that's that. They have the burgers. If you are a little bit homesick, they have barbecue, a Korean restaurant. For my Korean students, if you are looking for something, they have a Korean pizza, Korean food, Asian food. Like you are bound to enjoy yourself. They serve everything possible. Like, so don't even let food be the reason why you are not gonna go to Bangladesh because they have it. They have something there for you. They have the Japanese kitchen for our Japanese students. This is a destination that we want you to enjoy. If you love sushi, they have it for you in Bangladesh. Then we have the Bella Italia for my Italian students. This is good for you to go and enjoy Italian meal. Just look at that food, beautiful. And Nando's. When I saw they had, I'm like, oh my god, they have Nando's. Like I love Nando's here, so I know Nando Peri Peri. This is like I was so excited when I saw they have Nando's because most places you don't see them having some kind of like African food and stuff. So knowing that they have Nando's, this is a plus destination for me to go. So that's that. They have Nando's Peri Peri over there and KFC also over there. So Kentucky Fried Chicken, they have it over there. And Starbucks, they have Starbucks also over there. So that's that for you. If you are thinking, what am I going to eat? Now, from food, university, expanding boundaries is all about studying abroad, traveling for internship for educational purpose. Because our goal or what we believe is that when you travel to a place for just vacation, you don't get to enjoy more of what makes the country what it is. But when you go as a student, you get to really connect with the people. You get to connect with educators, the lecturers, the locals, everything. Like you get to understand what makes the country what it is. And plus, you also get to share with the people who you are, what makes your country that special. So I always say when you are traveling, I would prefer you traveling for educational, for internship, for volunteer, for even for working sake, so you can really, really understand. Because I would say here in Baltimore, somebody comes to Baltimore, they will be at the inner harbor area. They will not come deep in Baltimore, and they will not understand what makes Baltimore the way it is. And that's why I always say that when you travel, I would love for you to do it, even a volunteer one day, so you can really connect with the locals. So here we have the Car University, University of the Car. So I don't know whether Mr. Rajan want to interject about this university and what makes it so great.
So University Dhaka was built like 100 years ago, and the specialty about the university, there are total 5 universities that is owned by government, and University Dhaka is like the biggest campus out of all. And the University Dhaka is popular. It's hard to get in first of all, like almost like pretty much like the high score in the country can get into University of Dhaka. Is very competitive, and it's pretty big. There are a lot of museum, like like a lot of cultural different old building made in like around like 19th centuries and it's still there. and is also like the place, like like the you can get like like a different type of environment. Like there are like portion of the university is like focus on like different study group, like also the University of Maryland is also a place like most of the government scholar, like highest educated people to come out from University of Maryland. And
Thank you. So, like we always say, if you want to study abroad, these universities have and there's a slide today. I did my best, and I have some scholarship information and stuff for study abroad and internship and stuff. So don't leave us. We will go to that. So all these universities are over there. Bangladesh Open University, and I want to point this thing out. Agriculture is one of the biggest, I would say, industry in Bangladesh. So if you want agriculture or horticulture and all those stuff, this is a really great destination for you to visit to learn about crops and plants and all those stuff. So Bangladesh is really good at, aside from technology and stuff, agriculture is one of your, I would say, if you went to the sciences, this is also a really good destination for you. So that's that they have the International University of Business and Technology for you to study. They have the Bangladesh Agriculture University. So I guess to point it out, agriculture is one of the I would say a good subject for you to study should you choose to go to Bangladesh for educational purpose and stuff. Nevertheless, they have marketing field, they have technology field, they have engineering field, they have all kinds of, because every country needs all these departments to survive. So whatever your field is, there is something there for you. Okay. And now companies, corporations. They have the city group over there for you to internship work, whatever that you could possibly think of. They have it over there, the city group, and they are by the port. So just imagine it's a factory for you. And I don't know whether you guys have learned or realized that most of the stuff that we wear here are made in Bangladesh. Aside from China, Bangladesh also have a lot of factories that make clothes and stuff. So this is another destination that you want to go and explore about factory production and oil and all those stuff. So we will talk about all these things in another slide. When it comes to companies and big corporations in Bangladesh, Citigroup is a must place for you to explore. The Deloitte is also there because I'm into IT consulting. I have to. So I'm like, oh my god. So yeah. So IT auditing. Deloitte is also there for that. And if you are into internship and other stuff, this is a good place for you to look for internship. And they don't only do they don't only deal with IT auditing. There's like IT consulting. So everything you can possibly think of, you might get an internship over there. And Grant Thornton, also another IT audit company, also over there in Bangladesh. So just to give you a view of things, places that you can apply for internship or work over there. The SBS International Business Limited, an engineering consulting company over here in Bangladesh. So that's that. And another company, Unilever Bangladesh Limited, a corporate office over there. And just to let you know how serious they are in St. Luke, they are giving lectures in there. Unilever has a branch over there. And what I was going through these images, those who work American corporation, most of work day for what's it called? So it tells you that they are all working together for the mission of the company because they use the same processing. So if you're looking for internship and stuff, Unilever over in Bangladesh, it's a really good destination place for you to explore internship and stuff, or even work over there. So that's that. Look at them over there working in we're having a meeting and stuff. So that's Unilever in Bangladesh and Chevron, oil and gas and all those stuff. They have it over there, and you can internship, work, apply for a job over there, and yes, you are bound to get it. if you have that open mindset, ready to explore different places. So these are the locations, and I want to share with you some of the study abroad. Can you see my screen? Some of the study abroad scholarship that you can apply for. They make an impact scholar. They said a travel grant because of COVID-19, it's right now closed, but it will be open back when people start traveling again. It was just made that is that they closed it. So and a great grant and study abroad program for you to explore if you choose to go to Bangladesh. Okay, another scholarship information for study abroad for our those who are in the sciences. The Fogarty International Center, which is the NIH. This is really great research grant for anyone who want to do research in public health. Bangladesh has a research center that the U.S. applicant can apply and then go. And this is under the Fulbright scholarship. Okay, so this is a really great initiative and opportunity for you to apply. And normally the deadlines are October 2019, but because of COVID-19, we don't know how it will go from there. But this is it, and here is the office and information for you. But Bangladesh is one of the countries that they allow you to do research over there. So if you were a PhD, if you were in the medical field, this is a good scholarship or grant or fellowship for you to participate in. Now, internship. I just Googled internship in Bangladesh, and these are what came internship in Bangladesh. Some of them are virtual, okay? Some of them are paid for. So if you are home and you are like, what can I do? They have internship that you can tap into. And with COVID-19, they are doing virtual internship and stuff. So you don't even have to stress about, do I have to travel to the place? You always have summertime. Don't sit home and be trying to figure out what you're gonna do. Look for internship overseas. As long as they have great internship here in the United States, this is a great opportunity for you to learn about countries and how they are doing their marketing, their business and stuff. So I just Googled internship, and these are the things that came. When you went, if you have a finance internship, digital finance internship in Bangladesh for you to take advantage of. So that's that. And volunteer. An amazing thing that I saw is it's called Filmmakers Without Borders. So if you love making films and stuff, a great fellowship and scholarship that you can explore. And they have different countries. Bangladesh is over here. Bhutan, I might be pronouncing it wrong. Burma, Guatemala, Cambodia, all these places you can explore for the summer, and just apply. They will give you full grant, full scholarship, and then you can go. So don't stay home. Explore. But whilst you're exploring, there is a lot of things you can do to give back to society. They want more information. Like you can see how we over here looking for information from Google Earth. When you, if you just a camera and stuff, you can just do this and just enjoy the different regions around the world. So this is a global fellowship, Filmmakers Without Borders, that you can go to Africa, Asia, Latin America, just to take pictures and videos that are about cross-cultural boundaries and stuff. Whether it's about maybe they're having a political, not political rising, like an election is coming up, you can just apply for these things and just go. So great study abroad information, this opportunity for you, volunteer stuff. So that's it for our presentation for Bangladesh. So before we end, I want to ask Mr. Rajan, is there anything that we have not talked about Bangladesh that you want to interject into for us?
Oh, you cover pretty much a lot in details. It's my pleasure to share some information and learn from you guys too.
Thank
And
you.
like if you want some of the interesting fact, even though we are very diverse country, majority is Muslim, but we all celebrate all the holidays together. So our country's motto is they say religion is yours, but all the celebration is together.
Yes.
So it's a very fun, lovely people over there. Anytime go there, people are very helpful. Um, I'm pretty sure anybody goes there, they'll love the country. It's a very beautiful country.
Thank you. So that's that. So we want to thank you so much for coming to help our students to understand what makes Bangladesh so beautiful and so great. And we thank you so much. And we also want to thank our sponsors for their enormous support in helping us with our City Explorer. And so again, don't forget to follow us on social media. We are on Twitter, we are on YouTube, we are on Pinterest, we are on Google Plus, Instagram, all those places. So we are there. And again, thank you guys. So this is the finale of our virtual field trip. Thank you for your support. Thank you guys for joining us throughout the whole trip. Now we're gonna take some questions that any of you have. So any question for you, for us here, the team. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me go back to now. Okay. Thank you, Doug. Thank you so much. So, because I'm sure Mr. Rajan is here to ask any questions for you guys. Any questions? Any
Yeah, feel free
comments?
to ask me any question about Bangladesh. I'll be happy to answer it for you guys.
Okay. So the next series that we'll be doing from this virtual trip is to do cooking series. Okay. All the countries that we've been to, we're gonna pick a menu or a cuisine from those countries. So Bahrain, Bahrain, Ghana, China, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Ethiopia. We will be presenting with you guys food in all these places. So we will share with you the recipe. So if you want to get it ahead of time to join us to cook, so it will be a good family get together to learn about different cuisines out there. And I can guarantee you, most of the recipes are the ingredient that you need are going to be found in your home. Okay, so we will try to make it like 3 or 4 ingredients or 5 ingredients at the most for you guys to enjoy. Have a family cooking show, cooking night or so for with the Expanding Boundaries team. So that's the plan. So and we also have our podcast coming that we will be talking about everything about study abroad traveling. So stay tuned. If you have not been following our newsletters and stuff or social media, try and follow us. And donations are welcome. Financial sponsorship are welcome. So if you know any if you are a corporation, a business, or even an individual that want to push our mission, please kindly visit our website, expandingboundaries.org, to help us with our mission and to help students in America and around the world to connect globally and also educators. So I will yield to the Ryan Institute to share with us their upcoming summer trip that they summer camp that is it's a culturally focus. So that's Mr. Dr. Ryan or Mrs. Ryan want to share anything about that, or when they are ready, we can email you guys on how to learn more about it too. So I will yield to Mr.
Yep. Hey, Letitia. First of all, thank you for um, hosting these virtual tours. I think it's been an outstanding series of tours that you've been providing. As you see, my daughter, she's been very excited about attending the tours, and so we greatly appreciate that. And thank you for the opportunity for us for giving us an opportunity to share what we have going on this summer. So we have three programs that we're going to be doing this summer. Our first program, which is geared towards elementary school students in Baltimore City, is what we call our Love Warriors Global Learning Summer Camp. And so I will send you the registration link for that. But the goal behind that camp is we want to pull students away from the computers, away from their tablets, away from the TV, and really get to basically doing some old-fashioned youth activities. And so we will be doing a lot more stuff outside kind of, just simple things that kids haven't been doing, things like jump rope and things like, chalk writing. And of course, we integrate character development. We integrate some educational and academic support in there as well. But the goal is really to kind of pull the students away from their devices and allow them to enjoy the outdoors. And so we'll be doing that for elementary school students. We're also going to have a middle school math boot camp. And the goal behind the math boot camp is geared towards the 7th and 8th graders and helping them improve their algebra and just their overall understanding of arithmetic and algebra in preparation for them entering high school. And so that will take place on Saturdays. I think we're going to begin the week of July 6th. The week of July 6th, that Saturday we will begin, and it's from 9:30 to 11, or 10 to 11:30. And so that's for middle school students. And then we have a high school math boot camp. And the goal behind this one is really help students prepare for the SAT and help them improve their SAT scores in math for that. And so that's going to take place also the week of July 6th, but that one takes place on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. And so those are some of the programs that we have going on. In addition, every month we do some free SAT prep seminars for parents, as well as
Hello? Is it just me or is him?
need to do for financial aid. I'm not sure if you could hear me or not, but
Now we
all
can
the
hear you.
information okay, all right, I'm not sure what happened, but all the information can be found on our Instagram site, which is at Learn with Ryan, and I'll put it in the chat. And then we also have a Facebook page, which is the Ryan Institute. So that's where we produce most of our information. So I'll put that stuff in the chat. But that's what we have for elementary school students, middle school students, and high school students. And thank you again, Letitia.
No problem. I was trying to see if I can get your website for them to. Okay, so that's their website, and you can get to. So that's Dr. Ryan and family. So anything that you could, all the services that you provide and stuff.
I unmuted myself.
Yeah. So,
Excuse me, Miss Letitia. I have a question.
No problem.
Do they have any study abroad programs for elementary students?
Not right now. So with elementary student, you have to go with a group, but as of now, they don't. They don't.
Okay.
Yeah, because they know that middle school they do, but the most they have is high school and college.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Any more questions? So that's it. Thank you guys. Like, I don't know how to thank you guys for helping us with this. And this is not the end. We are gonna try to keep thank you. So here at that's Ryan information. So we will be also be sending out information about all the stuff that is going around this summer. So it will not be like, oh, we are done with the virtual field trip and that's it. We had a podcast coming, and the Ryan Institute got some stuff going on. And last week we talked about the Aurora sister cities also having other stuff going on for the summer for virtual. COVID-19 has helped us to open our doors to everybody around the world. So hopefully that all kids around the world can collaborate with us or collaborate with each other during the summer and even after school open. So thank you guys. And don't forget to send us any feedback that you could possibly send us. It will help us because we are now trying to get some grants to really take this into the next level. So every feedback that we can get to present to our grantors will be great, will be greatly appreciated. We will send out surveys out there also. So if you can help us fill the service out, so that would be awesome. Thank you, family, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you.